What's up, tubers? Alright, Tom 58C, here's the here's my little peeper 136 amp alternator. It's got the stock run. That's a 6 gauge wire right there. This big black guy. And then I got my 1/0 run.
Like we can get everything in here.
So if you actually look at my terminal input, the original alternator wire actually comes out of this harness here. This big fucker. There's your 6 gauge wire. Comes in, goes into the fuse block holder, and then it's got a 140 amp fuse on there. And then here's the output to the battery. It's actually on this side. That's the output. This is the input from the alternator. There's the output, and that comes through on. So it looks like it could be about a 6 gauge wire too. Well, that might be a 4 gauge wire. It's a little bit thinner than the than that black wire. I'm pretty sure that black wire is a 6 gauge. This is definitely 8 gauge. Pretty small, pretty cheesy for a 136 amp alternator. So I've got my 1/0 run. From the alternator. I'm gonna go straight to the battery with a fuse, pretty close to the battery. I'm gonna use the extra terminals I have on the Optima. Get a couple of post mount terminals and get some more of these stinger guys or something. Or hell, I might even make a little miniature bus bar down there with some 1/0, and that should do it. I mean, wiring's pretty much overkill for what I got now, but I'll be upgrading some audio equipment here soon, so I'll be needing all of it. But you guys probably seen my previous videos, the 0 gauge ground cable that I put in. It's got a big old copper, nickel plated copper lug at the bottom, so I'm getting a good ground straight to my chassis, and it's double lagged. I mean, it's solid, dude. I mean, that connection's as good as it can possibly get, unless I actually welded it or soldered it to my frame rail. But so anyway, so there's the 2 of the big 3 done, and I got this here ground cable, some silver 1/0. You can see the 1/0 on here. Let's check it out. 10 gauge stinger. I don't know if it's going to focus in on there for you, but that is 1/0. Anyway, so I'm going to go from that bolt on the bottom of the alternator bracket. Sorry for turning the camera on you guys. That bottom bolt right there. Oop. That guy right down there. I'm going to bolt it to that, and then it's going to go straight to the frame rail as well. So it'll look something like this to the outside of the frame rail. Should be exactly perfectly long enough, and of course I'll button it away from that belt so it doesn't get all chewed up. But so there's most of it. I got to go pick up some ring terminals for this guy, and then I'm gonna go pick up some more clear so I can actually have a ground cable instead of a hot cable for a ground cable, because it's fucking, I don't like that shit. Nobody does. But anyway, there you go, Tom. There's your little vid. That's what's actually running into the truck for amp power. Another 0 gauge cable. You guys have seen this in my other videos, so. Anyway, big 3 upgrade, almost done. Time to swap out this alternator for something beefy, because the thing's getting its ass handed to it. Still copper looking though, so still hanging. The thing does get pretty hot though. I mean, when I was charging that battery that one day, I had my system drained all the way. My battery was probably sitting about 11 volts or so, 10.8, 11 volts, and I cranked up my truck and kept my RPMs about 2,000 RPM, and I came out here and I touched this hot wire, this 6 gauge wire, and the thing was fucking cooking to the point where the actual insulation on it was soft. So, I mean, I could cut it with my fingernail. It was so soft, and the thing was cooking hot. So that's why I decided to actually get this done. I didn't realize just how much power was going through that wire. I figured that short of a run, 130 amps at 12 volts, shouldn't be too bad on it, but it's definitely wasn't hanging. But this 0 gauge cable ought to freaking teach it a lesson. So we'll see if that alternator can freaking can hang for a little bit longer until I decide to upgrade. Get there one of these days. So anyway, just a quick little vid for you, Tom. Not so quick, but try to make it quick. I'll probably take this video down, delete it, and then put on another one for you when I actually get everything all terminated and looks all nice and everything's buttoned in the way it's supposed to be. It looks kind of shitty right now, but zip tied a little bit here and there. It's semi-clean. Anyway, dude, that's it. Alright, dude.